crushing it on Wednesdays. Do you hear me? Shut up, Nika. Let's go. Men's what up? It ain't different. Listen, it's women crushing it Wednesdays. OGs hooking up in the kitchen. Call it being range. Nika's opinions leave you kids days. Men's O's an unforgettable fighter. With a fist raised, we talking offense and defense. Cause if you get knocked out, it's all in the pretense. We put lights out like D10s. Christine, so pristine, you gotta respect the Queen's gift. Just sit back and enjoy the views. Opinions are plentiful, but it's for y'all to choose. Women crushing it Wednesdays. Let's get into it. It hit different.
That's kind of like a sexy intro.
It is so sexy. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Women Crushing It Wednesdays. I got my girls here, Nika and Crystal. How are y'all doing this evening?
Doing good.
Good. Can't wait to get into it. But before we do, I want to give a shout out to Arte de. She did that intro video. And then Almighty Kean, who did the intro music. It's hot. It's all right. Oh, all I needed. It was so funny because they oh shit. I took off Trill's message. I was trying to like let it not be hidden because he put all they needed was sax, like a saxophone, and I guess YouTube thought it said something else.
Sex, like maybe sex. But
yeah, there we go.
People say
I don't know how to add it. I don't know how to add it. If you know how to add it.
I'm going down.
Okay. It's funny. It's cool. Yes. First time listening to the intro, HOD. What? Okay, so we're starting something new for those of y'all that don't know, and we're highlighting like strong women, either in the community, business owners, just women that have been nominated by other people that admire them. And so last week, I mean, of course, we had to start it off with my daughter Teresa, because you know she does all of our thumbnails and she's involved in so many other things. If you missed it last week, go back and run it. So this week, well, I mean, got to do my other daughter too, because she's a business owner and a mother, and she's amazing. So we'll bring her on and we'll do her little intro to her business.
Yeah, see, here she goes.
Say hello to everybody. We're about to do your intro.
There we go. All right, now I played it.
I was like, my phone.
Yeah. So Alisia, this is my daughter Alisia. Everybody say hi. I'm sure everybody chat, say hi to my daughter. I'm sure no, but so tell us. So you were nominated as a strong woman. Tell us what we were looking at.
So that was me basically bartending. I've always worked in the hospitality restaurant industry. So I just kind of wanted to, make it my own. I started my business last year. Started off pretty slow, as most businesses do. But it picked up over the holidays. I've had a few clients. I've met a lot of nice clientele along the way. So yeah, I'm excited about, where it's going to go.
So you were nominated as a strong leader, a strong woman in your family, in the community, business owner. Why do you think that you were nominated?
I don't know. I'm shocked. I don't know, honestly. I don't know. I'm honored. I'm really shocked that I was, but I am honored. I have been, you know, a single mom for 9 years. You know, taking care of my business, doing my thing, you know, starting my own business, working. So, you know, that might be it. I'm also, you know, a big sister and an aunt. So,
Yes,
yeah, I kind of hold everybody, the siblings and everybody together.
yeah, you're definitely a role model. HOD said we're gemelas. I know, right? She's one of my mini me's. So, we decided that we were going to start like really uplifting women and giving them a platform, and that's why you're on the show today. So, a message to all the women that are watching and the gentlemen out there. What is something that you'd like people to know, not about you necessarily, but just about empowerment of women, or about you?
Keep going, keep pushing, keep having your faith. There may be times where you feel like you can't keep going, and you know the tunnel is just a never-ending dark tunnel, but you can overcome whatever you're going through. Give God all your problems and your worries and your stress and any thought that you have in your mind. It wasn't there for no reason. He put it there. You know, you just got to take the first steps and just keep moving, and you can accomplish anything that you put your mind to. You know, we all have hard times, but we can overcome. So just keep pushing and keep striving for the best.
I love it. Your mama. Crystal, Nike, anything you want to say to Alisia before she goes and spanks her kids and puts them to bed? Not really. We don't spank kids. Time out.
No, so I want to, because I have, my sister had called while I was live, so I kind of missed a little bit. But did you kind of explain like how people can like book you, and then you come out? Do you come out to their establishments and you have like a couple of girls that you do bartending with, or?
So I haven't got to that, but so you can go on my website or my Instagram, dtx.portperfection, and just shoot me an inbox if you want to get booked, and I can send you, you know, information going from there. I am a one-woman show right now. God willing, my business gets bigger and I'm able to be in 2 different places at once and have multiple people, you know, doing events with me. But right now I just do it by myself. I do private events, so I'll do like house parties. I kind of joke myself, and like the clients that I've been doing lately have been like the Real Housewives of McKinney.
Okay.
So really sweet women, sweet families. I love them. But yeah, so I travel to, you know, your house, wherever you're at, whatever venue, and bartend.
Fabulous. That is so good. Crystal, anything?
Will you ever consider to come to the Iowa?
I would. I don't know what I would do out there.
There's not much here, but we love to have a good bar.
Yes, she wants a good bar. And you know what?
Of course, yes.
Then she will have another woman on staff.
Right.
Absolutely, yes. I will definitely come to Iowa. I'll travel anywhere.
There you go.
Absolutely.
As long as the check clear, it should travel. Okay.
Right.
As soon as that check clears, I'm heading to you.
Right. Yeah. Anywhere.
Trying to be international.
No, thank you so much. I appreciate you for coming on. Oh, Teresa said, that's my sister. But I love you, and thanks for coming on. And you are such a strong woman, you know, and I really appreciate you coming on and telling everybody what you're doing, and keep doing it.
Thank you. Love you too. Bye.
All right, let me see how much it's. All right, then we put it down to 3.
And we have some
3. All right, so let me get to the super chats because we gotta do the ding 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 ding. All right, so what's going on over here? All right, so ding. You gonna do the ding ding ding?
Ding ding ding. No, I don't have the ding.
Okay, ding ding ding. Sorry, Al Money. So thank you, Al Money 231. It's a super sticker. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Then we have Deontay Boom. Thank you very much. Good evening, ladies. Tapping in. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. No, this is great. I love that. I love it. And thank you all for tuning in. And hi to everybody. Thanks for the chat. Like and share. but we got a lot to unpack. We have a lot to unpack. So before we get into the presser and all the fight for this weekend, let's talk about the Eubank Conor Benn fight. Okay. So Crystal, you're shaking your head. Yes, I'm gonna start with you. How electrifying was that?
So not very, because I wasn't able to watch it.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, I was very sad about that. I was actually ringside as well, so I wasn't able to watch it.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well,
I do hear some stuff, but
yeah, you have to go
just
back
to hear from y'all.
Yeah, definitely. Nika, what did you think about the fight?
So, I must say, I would like Eubank Sr. to be a part of every storyline in boxing. Because,
Right.
I don't think that, to be honest, I don't think that him and his son not talking was a real thing. I think that was part of the storyline, but they played it so well. I was invested. And then, he popped up like he wasn't going to come to the fight, and then he popped out of the car, clean as a whistle, and then he's like coming to America, big fur coat. So I loved it. And, I feel like the fight delivered as far as like entertainment wise. Like, I really thought that that Eubank was going to like demolish him all the way. And we were, but it was actually a real good back and forth.
It was. I mean, it could have even possibly been a draw.
Yeah.
It could have.
We have to remember too that Eubanks was very drained.
He was.
So I see there was a rematch made, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to see it again.
Yeah,
I felt like it was good because I honestly don't think that Ben deserves the fight, to be honest.
Yeah.
And he did, so you got it. But whatever.
No, yeah. So I definitely wanted to talk about that too. But even before we go any further, I got a little bit of like I said, the UK fans are like the best, and people were questioning me what I was saying. Did you look at the stadium? The stadium was packed. I mean, like
entrances was like, I thought it was phenomenal.
I mean, UK fans show up for their people. They show up. They will fly anywhere. They will fill up stadiums. I mean, I heard the numbers on the pay-per-view buys and the ticket sales and stuff. I don't keep up with all that, but they were astronomical. And the fight did deliver. I got there late because we were sparring. I got home late, so I didn't get to see all the undercard. And I didn't really, all due respect, I didn't care to see the undercard. But the main event, it totally lived up to the hype. It really did.
So Jesse Lopez says Turkey's the king of boxing.
Please don't tell me Uncle.
Yeah.
That's
trolling. That's my son. He's trolling.
Oh, please be trolling, because
he is
boxing. Okay.
He had to see his sister on. But thanks for tuning in.
See, look, Akan's ringside light. He says Chris Eubank Sr. arrived with his son was the moment. I really did feel like it was WWE, like HLD said, but I liked it because I grew up in the 80s, so I like.
Yeah, people told me they were like, oh my, they were actually like emotional. Like I had a friend of mine say I was so emotional. Like when I saw that, I was like, really? But you got to understand, they're royalty. They are royalty. This was a big deal. It was a big deal.
So Senior have a platform that he speak on quite frequently, right?
I mean, it seems like he does have a setup because when he was speaking.
I think he have his own show somewhere.
Ah, okay.
He's seen a couple of 100,000. I think he's good for every story. I feel like he's like such a good of an actor.
Yeah.
Very distinguished gentleman. Like he can like sell a fight.
He's one of the dads that you want to see around more.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it, because there's some dads, we don't need to see you ever again. But he's not one of them. He could come back. He can come back.
One that we liked. The thing is that, we're hearing the rumors and we believe that Eddie Hearn was very upset, by the way. In the locker room, he was talking to Ben. He thought that it was just the scores were a little off. They were.
I'm glad you brought that.
But he was upset about that. And also he was saying, I forget what he called Senior.
He called him a lunatic or something like that. And then he called Ben a hero. So I'm glad you brought that up because I wanted to touch on that. But finish what you were saying.
No, that's what I was going to say. I said, I thought that was kind of, he said, the lunatic showed up and stole the show.
And he's like, you're the
hero.
a hero. And I'm like, wait a minute. So you're calling this dad who's he has a great legacy in boxing. You're calling him a lunatic, but you're calling this drug cheat a hero. Get the fuck out of my face. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. I was so disgusted with that.
Yeah, I didn't. I was like, does he know the cameras are rolling? Like, he has to know.
He knew.
I mean, there's locker talk, but there was, but, and then, so anyway, so we knew. So I was on a show on a Monday with Norbs. Norbs and I do a show in the mornings on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And he was saying, I don't think that the rematch is going to happen soon. I think that Canelo would be the best for Eubanks, and that Conor Benn would go back to 147. There's a big pool there. And I said, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because this fight is still hot. It's fresh on people's brains. Eddie's upset about Ben not winning. So he's going to do what he's got to do. And Canelo has 4 fights.
Hakan says the rematch is on and agreed for September.
Yes. Thank you, Hakan. Thank you. Yes. Our guy. Thank you. Yes. But this is my question to y'all. So I don't know if you saw, I think a gnat flew up my nose. If you saw Eubank's father speaking, and he was saying how Junior, when he got on the ambulance, he had to put something over his eyes. The light was too much. He was very dehydrated. He just pretty much told everything that was going on because of this weight and just everything that he had to endure. And, he didn't make weight. And then we saw how he was making weight, which is so dangerous, by the way. I'm totally against all that stuff. Is it smart? Is it smart to do this again at this weight? Crystal, what do you think?
I say absolutely not. Sound like potentially there's still some money there, but I still think this bout in particular was already over marinated. So I kind of agree with Nika as well. Like, why give Conor Benn the opportunity to beat him at this point?
Yeah.
Eubank can run away in the sunset and call it a day. He don't ever have to make weight again.
Yeah.
He don't want to.
Why it's over marinated? Because he had popped up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and I see y'all's points. I think my first concern is the health, like physically. If he suffered so much, and we saw and Crystal, when you go back, you'll see, and it's a great fight. It's very entertaining. The first, right before the 5th round, and Eubank was kind of dwindling, 3rd, 4th, he was kind of dwindling. The first round was electrifying, and Eubank was just on him and doing his thing. And then I was thinking, man, did he gas out? Is he starting to lose momentum because of the weight loss and everything else? But then in the 5th, he picked it up again. Sports News said, nope, we don't need to see it again. And then he did come back. Ben had his moments. Ben was kind of all over the place. Really, he kind of reminded, I don't know. It was.
He fights to me. He fights like Rolly.
A little wild.
Which one? Eubank?
No,
Ben.
Oh, Ben. Yeah,
I feel like
sure.
he fights like Rolly a little bit.
Hey, being a weight bully, fight a natural weight. I mean.
Well, this fight was maybe because it was their father's fault, so I feel like they had to meet. That's why the weight wasn't for him. So.
And besides all that, I mean, how amazing was it that both the fathers were there by their son's sides, and it wasn't even Ben's dad. I mean, he was very respectable, very classy, prestigious. He was good. He was good for his son in the corner. And I thought the walkouts were great.
They were great. They were great.
Great. Do I want to see it again? Not necessarily. Do I understand why Eddie would want to push it again? Yes. Yeah. Money. But, and I know that it's not the responsibility of the promoters to worry about their health and their well-being, but come on. I don't know. It's
already agreed. It's already agreed on for September
it's already agreed on. So
I don't know.
It's gonna happen. So, and then we have very a very exciting fight this weekend. I don't know if y'all got to see the presser. I saw the highlights. I was actually working during the presser, but I heard it was very entertaining. Did either one of y'all get to catch that?
No, I didn't get to watch the presser. No, I didn't. But you know, I forgot that this fight is on Friday. It's not. It's on Saturday. Yeah, it's on Friday.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, it is. Yes, and Times Square, Times Square.
yeah, you know.
This is the one that's outside, right? In
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I hope they have a backup plan if it starts raining.
I heard that there's supposed to be rain.
So it is supposed to be. See, they gotta have a backup plan because I saw them.
Yeah.
I saw a little video of them building the ring outside in Times Square, and I didn't see nothing over it. So, but I hope it doesn't rain.
You know, I didn't. I'm gonna go back. HOD said we missed the pressure. So
I'm gonna go back and watch it.
But I saw clips, and I mean, there was a lot going on. There was a lot going on. I mean, everybody was talking. Tio came in there with a lucha libre mask. You know,
Really?
yeah. Some people said that like he sold the fight, but he was just like, everybody say hey, everybody say yo, you know, stuff like that. And
He's a clown. Fucking
that's
clown.
cool.
I know that's HLD's guy. I know you like him too, but I can't stand him. He's a clown.
You know, that was kind of weak though. Hey, everybody, you know,
Out of here. No, get him out of here.
how it was. And I'm not
Man, come get this man out of here. Like, no.
but I'm going to say that I am not. I'm picking Barbosa's to beat Tio.
I'm picking him too because I don't like people. So I don't want him to lose.
Even that aside, I think that Tio's underestimating him. Even though Tio looks like he's in a very good headspace right now, better than I've ever seen him. I do. But the minute things don't go right, is he going to crack? And Barbosa going to execute his plan? That's what I'm thinking.
So Barbosa is coming off of a win, right?
Yes.
So wait, for Nisa, I wanted to hit on this too because she's like, what do you guys think about the heavy promo for Rye versus Devin during the promo when they're not your buddy? Yeah, because when I hit the video, I'm looking, I'm drinking my water, looking at it, and I'm just like, hold up, is this the Devin and Ryan fight happening right now? Is this a promo for their fight? Because the whole commercial was the whole Ryan and Devin, and then it was just like, wait a minute, not without us. And then Teofimo came out.
How disrespectful is that to Rolly and Jose?
Yeah, I thought that was so tacky. It's like they could have played that right after the fight. Like it didn't look like they'd put any effort into promoting Rolly and Ryan.
I know.
And Devin and Jose.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it was great. It was done excellent. I thought it was really good if they two were fighting each other.
If they were fighting, that would have been perfect. I was like, I loved all the extra, the animation and all that stuff.
Yeah, it was good.
But this was not their fight. Like, this is not their fight. I was waiting for Rolly to come out, like, and it was maybe like the 5 seconds of left in the commercial. So I thought that was horrible timing with that commercial. And like, well, I guess I feel like they just threw that in at the end. I don't even know.
Yeah. I think that they're trying to build the next fight because they're automatically.
It's already built.
Devin and Ryan are winning against their opponents, like hands down.
No, but what do they have to build? It's already built. Everybody wants to rematch. They don't need to build it.
Right.
Build. So you need to. They should have definitely. I really feel like they disrespected Rolly.
I know.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I do too. Crystal, did you get to see that promo video?
No, I don't get to see it, but I can tell you, I'm fairly certain that if they are disrespecting Rolly on this platform already, can you imagine the past disrespect?
Oh, yeah.
He's probably not getting paid nearly what he is meant to get paid for this. That's just my personal opinion. I don't know. I don't know what the past is, but I don't think him and Ramirez are probably getting nearly as much as they shall be.
Yeah, I could.
They have the chance to do the biggest thing. They can both upset these guys.
Honestly, the only one that may be a surprise to me, like I said, is Tio and Arnold. Like, I do believe that, I like Rolly. He's so funny. Like, you know, we need him in boxing because he's funny. But I think Ryan is definitely going to put the hands on him. And then I think Devin will beat Jose Ramirez. I think Jose Ramirez has been through so many wars, and he has seen better days. I don't think he's the same. Even though I like him and respect him, I just don't think that he's the same fighter as he was back in the day. What are y'all's thoughts on these three
I'm
matches?
not sure that I'm like would put all my money on Devin to beat him. I don't know. I got this good feeling that it's not gonna be an easy fight for him. For some reason, I feel like he could upset Devin that night.
I would not be mad. I would not.
I wouldn't be surprised. Is what I would say. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
But I you know, if I have to put it, I guess I would put it on Devin. But I don't see. I don't know. I think Ramirez is gonna win. I don't know. It's telling me, my gut is telling me he's gonna win. Because
I don't mind being
like,
wrong.
little stuff like this, like they're counting them out. Like the promo alone was like enough to piss me off. If I was Ramirez, I'd be like, "What the fuck? Like, hello, it's me. I'm on the card. I'm like, you know."
This bout will be an all or nothing for Ramirez.
Yes.
Ramirez know that this can be the end of Ramirez.
Absolutely, 100%.
If he loses this bout.
Yes.
And Devin Haney is here to prove that he is still in it to win it after the Garcia loss.
Yes.
So I will be interested to see Haney back in that ring after this loss. What will his feet look like? What will his confidence look like? His body looked good from what I can
I was gonna
see.
say he looks. Haney is very composed.
He is.
And
he looked composed before, though. That's what I'm saying. So that don't have nothing to do with it.
He had the whole. I don't know if you saw. Well, I don't know if you saw some of the clips or the whole presser, but like it seemed like the whole place was against him and his dad, and they were booing him, and they told him like
that's his dad's fault.
At him, and they were all Ryan Garcia. That's fine, but I'm just saying. But he was very composed. His dad looked more nervous than he did.
That's all his dad's fault, though. So you know, that's all his dad's fault.
Yeah.
He doing all that trash talking, all that shit talking.
I mean, I don't think we can discredit the Haney accolades. How they go about this procedure from getting Haney from the amateurs to the pros is something to be
absolutely
astonished of.
That is a huge task. Absolutely.
But now that they are in the pros.
No, that's why I feel like that Ryan fight just like put a dinger in like the plans that they had, like mentally. Yeah. So that's why I don't know. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. We haven't come back. Yeah. We don't know.
This is his first fight back after this Ryan fight, so I don't know. I would like to see how he
beat down. Let's just call it like it is.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it definitely was a beat down.
Yeah. It was for sure.
We not sure to cover nothing.
Yeah. But I would say this. I like this card though. I mean, there's 3 fights, and somebody had mentioned before. I don't know who it was, but I heard it. You know, these are like 3 main events on one card.
It is. I do have one issue. I remember Devin Haney. I've always respected he and his father path. I just say that, right?
Right.
But I also hear him say something rather. It just cuts me off guard. He said Kean overrated. Why is he saying this?
Those also people don't like him because he be trying to play like the nice guy, and then he say little slick shit like that, and then when they call him out, then it's just like he plays innocent. So you know. Yeah.
And that's Devin that said that about Kean, right?
Devin said that. I just want to see why. Why would Devin say that Kean overrated? Is he
pushing for a fight?
Yeah, he's definitely not overrated, and I don't know if it's some sort of jealousy or what. I know he was taking shots at Shakur, you know, about the Padley fight, and that's fine, whatever. But then whenever he pulled Kean in there too, I was just wow.
Yeah, but see, but why is he throwing digs like that too? Like, you know.
Yeah.
And then when people talk about him, then it's like, oh, everybody's picking on Devin. No, you say slick shit, and then they.
I know, and I really have tried to like defend him. Not that he needs me to, but I really tried to say, okay, it's his dad. But then
it's both. It's both now. it was just as bad before. Now I feel like it's both.
I mean, I was feeling sorry for him on social media, all the memes and everything. You know, I was definitely feeling sorry for him, and then he just this little slip stuff. You know.
Doing what he been doing.
Yeah,
all the time.
that's very true. Yeah, I definitely want to know why too, Crystal. Like why he would say that. Like what fight did he see that he thought, you know, Kean is overrated? Like I'm really curious about that too.
That was random for him to say, right?
It was.
So
I don't know.
behind that, I don't know. We have to investigate a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely. But I love, so whenever I saw a Rolly Ryan's face off, it was so funny because Rolly was saying that Barrasso is the hardest he's ever been hit in his life.
The who?
Barrasso.
Oh.
Yeah, and that like he was like you know, he used to spar Ryan. There was a video floating around of them sparring, and Rolly was getting the better of him, and I'm thinking like sparring is not the same.
No, I saw an interview with Ryan, with both of them, and Rolly brought that up, and then Ryan said we were like kids back then. He's like, I'm bigger now. Yeah. So, but Ryan did say that video floating around did bother him because everybody was making fun of him that Rolly was got the best of him in a sparring video. So he's like, he really wanted to just like beat Rolly's ass and shut people up about it. So.
And let's think about it. So like we look at these three fights, okay, and they're all worthy opponents, right? They're all good. But then you have to think about, okay, the mindset. Where's the mindset? So is that going to be the factor of the win or the loss, you know, in these matchups? Oh, we have a ding.
All right, so ding, 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 ding. I was reading it. So thank you, Deontay. Boom. He says, I'm Team Haney, but this weekend he got to show me something. He said he got to, I guess, I'm assuming you're trying to say he got to get crazy before he start talking crazy about Kean.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, he
Thank you.
Like you coming off a loss and you talking crazy like this, like beat somebody ass first before you start talking shit. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta get that lick back. So
and the way that Kean is moving, and he's getting better and better and better. Like how do you criticize that? I don't understand personally. But
I think there might be some behind that because that was so random.
It was
maybe there's something brewing over there. I don't know. That was super random.
It's probably some Twitter X shit back and forth, you know.
Maybe.
How that goes.
I'm going to investigate.
I want to know more. And then we saw. Well, hold on. We also got Canelo Skull this weekend. Anybody excited about that fight?
I forgot it was this. When is the fight? This weekend?
It's this weekend, right?
Oh, see, I thought the fight was this weekend.
So we have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday bouts this weekend.
Oh yeah,
I
because
Anyway
fights Sunday. So yeah.
Anyway, I'm excited about that.
But I was not thinking about the Canelo fight. I'm being honest. I forgot it was this week. So that's just like a fight. He's just.
And it's crazy because we have the Friday, the Sunday, Canelo Saturday. That's the carne of the weekend in the middle of the sandwich weekend.
That should not be. I feel like
talking about that. So let's give him a little bit of attention.
Yeah, but that's why I feel like they could have fought on Friday, and then I would have preferred the New York card to be on Saturday.
But Canelo have the money and can call the shots. That's why he's doing Saturday, because it's the Saturday prior to the Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo, yeah.
So,
true.
But
let
that's
him call the shots.
Mayo event. Like that's not a Cinco de Mayo event. Like the one that we're getting on Friday, that's a Cinco de Mayo event. Like it's a good 3 fights, you know.
As long as
they get Friday night.
So, Crystal, do you know anything about Skull or Nika? Do y'all know anything about Skull?
I don't know absolutely anything about it.
I had done some research on him, and supposedly he's not a walkover where he come from, but
where he comes from, yes.
Yeah. So I don't expect him to make a lot of noise with Canelo, and I certainly am ready for this bout to be over so we can move on to the next. That's the one I care about.
Yes.
And which one would that be, Krista?
I hear it's after the July anniversary perhaps in the
so don't be
September.
biased. Don't be biased because then you're gonna get shit thrown at you.
Oh,
Yeah, you know
I'm
what?
biased.
When we do the closing thoughts, I'm gonna address some things, but I'm not gonna say no names because y'all already crybabies.
No, absolutely, definitely.
I'm gonna catch me a bum on them.
You know, this is the thing. So Skull is the mandatory. He really is. Like he was next up. He is the mandatory. And where he's from, he's a killer. He is. I've watched a lot of fights on him. And I really tried to think, okay, maybe it's gonna be a good fight. His defense is horrible. His hands are so low. He I mean, if Canelo wants to knock him out and take him out early, he can definitely do that. Now, a lot of people thought that he carried Munguia, and he kind of alluded that he carried Berlanga a little bit. Does he carry Skull?
He better put on some type of performance for Cinco de Mayo weekend. So
Of course he will carry him. He will carry him all 12 rounds, I feel like.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah.
that fight should not be on Saturday. We should really be getting that Fatal Fury card on Saturday.
Oh, I know.
I
right?
have to tell you, Canelo new haircut. I'm not impressed. I don't like it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That
Not that it don't matter, honestly.
I
but
didn't see it.
I don't like it.
it don't matter, but you know, so I'm gonna probably get some shit about this comment that I'm about to make, and that's okay because
But you know what? You've been getting shit all week.
I know. I always
I've been chilling like a villain, and you
I know, right?
you took over.
But I personally think that after we see the Skull fight and Canelo fight, that we will agree that Berlanga did a better job than Skull. Okay, so I'm putting it out there.
But do it matter? Do it matter?
No, it doesn't matter. But my point is this. This is my point. So if we see the performance with Berlanga, we see the performance with Skull, and then you're telling me that this Canelo will beat Bud, that's my point.
I don't believe that any Canelo would be Bud. But that's just me personal opinion.
You've got these guys going toe to toe with you, 12 rounds in the pocket at times. You're telling me that you're going to beat Bud. That's my point.
Canelo say
that's what got you into the shit this week because you did.
I know, right?
Canelo say that.
You're biased. So
Canelo say that none of those lads shall have been celebrating their losses.
No, you know what? You should not celebrate your loss. I totally agree. There's no participation ribbons given out.
well,
I do. But let me tell you something. If I'm Canelo, I'm not carrying shit. I've worked out. I have been putting hours in the gym. I'm going to get you out of there as quick as I can.
But he say he have a mess up arm or something with Berlanga. It's always an excuse. So when Crawford knocked him out, I'm still expecting more excuses.
Yes, but I personally thought that Canelo, even though Berlanga's big, he's a big guy.
Yeah.
He was, but I really expected Canelo to stop him and not go 12 rounds. But I don't know. We're gonna see.
Yeah, go ahead, HLD. Yes, but little ass getting decapitated by Canelo.
HLD and I are not friends today now.
200 pounds. But somebody posted, I think it was Boxing and Barbecue. I think that they posted a picture of Bud right now, and he's already feeling out pretty damn good. I don't know. And he's doing it like the slow way where it's like packing it on and like.
Well, you know what's so funny? And in that same picture, somebody else posted it and said this is an example of a weight bully.
Yeah, I saw that right before he went live too. I was like, this motherfucker. He's just like a clickbaiter. He's a clickbaiter.
They call Bud a weight bully?
Yes.
He comes from 135 all the way to 168.
Right. That's how you know how little these people know. And I don't like to talk about.
I'm not gonna say his name, but I know exactly who you're talking about. Because when I saw it, I was just like, he's just either clickbaiting or it's just like, are you just that dumb? Like,
Is the dumbass that's been a problem? The booty digger.
One of them.
One of them.
They need to learn.
One
to
of
get
them.
that sucker
One.
shit.
Yeah. But he's the other one is the one who got at Christine because she had like, why can't you have your own opinion without people getting butthurt about it
Like,
and
look,
start writing fucking paragraphs
look,
and
HOD comes on here. He talks his shit. We love him. We talk
and
our
keep it
shit. We
moving.
love him. You know, if we see each other out somewhere, we're gonna buy each other a drink, give each other a hug. We're gonna go on, and we don't have to agree. We can agree to disagree. It's not that serious.
Yeah, that's one thing I can say about HOD. He don't take nothing personal. Like he
Yeah.
don't go personal with it. Like these people that you were arguing with, that guy that you were arguing with today, why can't you have your own boxing opinion? These people be so obsessed with these boxers, it's unreal. Like they'll spend the whole entire day arguing with you about your opinion.
That's true. Like they can't pay their mortgage if their guy loses. But so we saw an announcement today too by PBC that Fundora has vacated and he is going to do a rematch with Tszyu. Talk to me. What do y'all think about this?
I mean, I think it's a warranted rematch, but I feel like Tszyu still has a little bit of like that phantom thing that he thinks like anytime he gets just even touched on the top of his head that it's like gonna gush blood, you know, like. But I don't know. I feel like he's gonna come to fight. I don't know. I don't know who wins this fight. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Because not for nothing, I thought Tszyu was gonna beat Fundora's ass like really bad the first time.
Yeah, I did too.
I mean, obviously the cuts and stuff were, you know, made a difference, but I just thought that he was gonna like wipe him out, and it didn't happen that way. So I'm interested. I'm invested.
Crystal, why did Fundora vacate? Does he not want to face Xander, or what do you think it is?
I think he's taking the lesser risk for sure, and I think Xander will. Honestly, I think Xander will be a very, very tough fight for him because Xander is not short by any means. He will be shorter than Fundora, but I think that he is not wanting to fight Xander until after he get a win, if he win, with Tszyu. Because Tszyu will be a lower risk, higher reward because he is a mandatory. But
absolutely.
I don't know that he get past Xander Zayas.
Yeah. I am totally with you. I'm thinking Fundora's handlers, you know, right now they're on a high. Fundora's the guy. You know, they may lose. They probably would lose. And then they're not king of the mountain anymore.
But question, like do you think that people will be interested if Fundora fights Xander and he loses? Do people still want to see him fight Tszyu again?
No,
I think so.
No.
I feel like this is the right way. Like
yes, no, this is the money way, and I'll tell you why. Because Hector talks about this. Hector Barrera, he said this was going to be the second half of what I was going to say too, because the Tszyu money is better. Look, he's got all of Australia behind him. He is the king over there. I mean, he was fighting on shows like on Sundays, like every Sunday, or not every Sunday, but you know what I'm saying? Like it was like everybody stopped what they were doing because he is the star power. So yes, Fundora is definitely going to make a lot more money fighting him than Xander, and Xander is too risky. So business-wise, yeah,
the best.
It makes sense.
Because I don't, to be honest, I don't think I would want to, if he loses to Xander, I don't think I want to see him fight Tszyu after that. I mean,
no, I mean, we want to see him fight Tszyu now.
Yeah, so.
You know?
That's why I feel like he dropped it, because this is just the best financial.
Absolutely.
And business decision.
And Tszyu is very tough. You know, I don't like the fact that he does not move his head at all. At all. I thought he could possibly beat Fundora because Fundora doesn't always extend his punches. You know, he's gotten a little baby bit better.
But I don't think he's ducking him though. I don't think he's like ducking Xander. I just feel like he's just making the best financial and business decision for him.
Yeah,
I don't
like
think
him,
by
he's
anybody.
not gonna duck. I think Samson, is going to make the right business choices for them all.
Yeah.
I will say this. I want to run back real quick to Devin Haney because I saw this just the other day. I'm happy to see that during the training that Devin's dad is not as present as he has been. And Nate Jones, who is I don't know, a lot of people either really know him or don't know him, is in his corner and has been training him. So I want to see something different from him because Nate Jones also was Mayweather's trainer and he was a pro, and I've seen him too at nationals with his his younger guys and training them, and he's very smart. So I'm wondering what I'm going to see from that. I just thought about that right now. But yeah.
We'll see, because obviously whatever they did in the first fight didn't work.
That worked. Time Boxing, happy Cinco de Mayo. Thank you all for tuning in. So this is yeah. So we have a really stacked weekend, and we're just talking about all the things that are going on.
This weekend is so stacked, but I really was not even hearing about the Canelo fight or thinking about it. I really honestly forgot about the fight this weekend.
It's very sad. This is probably the most unexciting, even less than people called Berlanga and Canelo. And I think it is because a lot of people don't know who Skull is, but even if you do know who he is, it's still
underwhelming. Like, yeah, underwhelming.
Hector, I got you. I'm not paying you $1 because I'm winning. we made a little bet. But yeah, no, it's gonna be a great weekend.
So there'll be definitely a lot to talk about next week.
A lot. Oh my gosh, that's when next week is gonna be insane, like absolutely insane. So, ladies, what y'all have on your minds? I know Nika has a lot on her mind. I'm gonna let her go last. Crystal, tell us where you were. Tell everybody where you were and what you've been doing.
Do what?
Tell everybody where you've been and what you've been doing.
Oh my goodness. So the month of April has been full of boxing. It's been incredible, by the way, but we start the month with the Iowa Golden Gloves. Then we go to NCBA, which is like collegiate championships.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, we go to the International in the Pueblo, talk about some good boxing out there, have some great talent coming up.
That's great. I love to hear it.
And then last week, we go to the South Texas for the Junior Olympics out there. They're planning to go to Las Vegas for the Junior Olympics and Summerfest. So
yes, I know. I wanted to go so bad, and I did not realize that I had planned a trip like 8 months ago to go to Mexico with mom and all my daughters and daughter-in-laws, and we try to do like girl family trips. And
right,
I was like, because I do have two of my kids won Junior Olympics, so somebody will be there, but we won't. Yeah. And then National Golden Gloves is coming up. My girl, she's injured, so I don't know if I'll be there, but we're gonna try to make it.
Yeah, so that will be in Tulsa. The 12th to the 17th of May. So that's the next big trip I'll go to.
Wait, what is HLD?
Virgil Ortiz at today's presser announced he broke his right hand versus Madrimov, had surgery to remove shattered bone. So, okay. Thank you very much.
Somebody was saying, I didn't get to see his interview, but I guess he was interviewed today. Virgil was. And I want to go back and find it. I love Virgil. I'm gonna
go back and watch it, like the presser and all that stuff. All that stuff is on YouTube. So
I'm gonna go back and watch, because they were saying that they were not letting Virgil speak. Like I guess the person, the commentator or whatever, the person asking the question.
Yeah, I gotta catch up on all that stuff.
Me too. I'm going to. I mean, we're gonna have a full week and a full weekend.
Yeah.
But that is annoying when you have somebody that you want to hear what they have to say, and then the person asking all the questions is doing all the talking. So Virgil, I'm gonna go back and see. And Virgil's not very assertive, like, hello, I'm speaking.
Because he don't really like to be. He doesn't do a lot of interviews neither. He's trying to talk.
Oh my gosh. So Bud gonna stop Canelo. Love that. Love that handle. Nah, Ortiz, dodging Bakaram. Golden Boy always have questionable hand injuries. I want to see how their hands are getting wrapped. I'm just saying.
It's
I
a
want
lot. It's a lot. It's been a lot of hands injuries lately.
yeah.
Well, you know, I'm not gonna crash out like everybody be lying and saying I be doing. I don't be crashing out. So I just want to like maybe give like a PSA or whatever you want to call it, however you want to receive it. But you know, everybody is allowed to have their own opinions. Uh, Especially us women, when we have our opinion online, we're allowed to tweet it. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. We could discuss it respectfully, but if you don't like it, you don't want to see it, don't follow. Keep it moving.
Mute. Mute me.
Yeah, mute or block, do whatever you got to do. But you know, there's also this booger. I don't even know, a bum in biker tights going around, and, you know, because I checked him. He's lying and saying that I crashed out. But I checked him because he was saying some disgusting things and like with nasty racial undertones about Clarissa Shields. So I went into a space and I checked him. And now he's going around asking people, "Oh, was my uncle? Was she high?" No, motherfucker. I just checked you because you were being disrespectful. All right. Don't be going around asking about what is like a drunk or no. I just have a lot of passion when I speak. And when you're disrespectful, I'm gonna be disrespectful back. Okay, so you guys gotta get out of your fucking feelings. You gotta go fuck your wives. Do something. Eat a good meal. Do something. But like, don't worry about me. Definitely don't worry about these ladies either. Like, if you don't like what we have to say, don't listen. Keep it moving. Like, I seen these are grown ass men too. That's what's really disgusting. Grown ass men. Grown ass fucking men. Some of y'all have wives and kids too, which is really disgusting. They all acting like this, arguing with women all day online. And your wife is probably in the bedroom horny as fuck. Go do take care of the most important thing. Stop fucking with us. Let us have our opinions. If you don't like it, keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
All right. But thanks to everybody in the chat. You know, I appreciate all your
to say on the subject, like I don't like the fact that it's become Amanda Serrano against versus Clarissa Shields. It's like we can like them both. We can look at both of their accolades. We can uplift them. We don't have to have sides. We uplift these ladies just like we uplift the men, on their accolades. We don't have to pick a side. They're both fabulous. They're both doing amazing things, and both of them need to be praised for their accomplishments and the things that they're doing. Yes.
And like these men don't have to cut the women, like you say, like you don't have to cut one fighter down to cheer for your fighter. Like, and that's what he's doing. This booger online. So I'm gonna call him because I'm not gonna say his name, but like what I saw him doing back and forth with you today was like so unnecessary. Just because you were picking buds, he went like, why? What the fuck? Like,
yeah, it's funny.
It's strange.
So Hakan, I want to read his comment. He said Beatrice Ferreira is fighting on MVP Prospect Show. I love that, in Orlando, defending her IBF Liverpool title against Maria Faraya. It was a surprise to see not on a Matchroom show. Yes, you know what? I said the same thing. I was wondering why it was not on a Matchroom show, and I'm wondering, is MVP kind of like, talking a little bit? I mean, let's think about it. We got Alisia Baumgartner over there. Alisia already called her name out. There's other ladies in her weight class. The only one that's another worthy opponent that's not out there with MVP is Caroline Dubois. So HOD said it, MVP taking over women's boxing. I see them doing that. I think that they have the star power, and I think that they have the money behind them. And they're going to be hard to go against as far as what they can pay and the promotional side of it.
Someone have to pick up the ladies. And if it have to be Jake, let it be.
That's right.
Yeah, because I mean, Turkey don't have plans for the ladies, and all those
don't want them.
They never spoke about women's boxing whatsoever. So they
exactly. All we've ever heard was nobody wants to see them, and there's no money. Well, Jake said bullshit.
So let me read this this super chat here. Ding 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 ding. Deontay, boom. Thank you very much. He goes, I love both Amanda and Shields, but Amanda real good at hiding smoke behind positive tweets. Just saying. I love it though. Yeah, you see, you be peeping it. But I guess I don't know. It's sometimes this kind of stuff is good for boxing, I guess, because it gets the people talking. Gets the people talking.
Yeah, it gets people talking. It does. Yeah. You know, I mean, and people want to be talked about, you know, and they want to stay relevant. So yeah, it gets people.
They know who to fuck with, like, and who to like gaslight to get a little bit of a buzz, and that's what they've been doing with Shields, in my opinion. They've been gaslighting her to say shit, and it just we've been talking about it for weeks now.
Well, yeah, because the thing is, you know who to poke.
Yeah, because she's gonna react. She's always gonna react.
Gonna respond.
They know to poke me because they know I'm gonna react too. So I've been doing shit.
Homeboy learned today that I'm gonna give you 15 seconds, then I'm done, and whoever else comes at you, that's on you.
Yeah, I don't know if these people like trying to get a platform or whatever, but like what he was doing was weird. It's so fucking weird, man. Y'all are weird over boxing.
The public doesn't even know the half of it.
And these are grown ass men. I don't get it. Like, if you don't like women talking boxing, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. That's it. That's simple. You can block her. You don't have to see none of her tweets. But why are you so upset that she has an opinion on who's gonna win a fight?
Yeah.
Or you're writing paragraphs. I know he was on his phone like he was pissed. He was pissed. It was all day. I kept peeking. I was like, this motherfucker's still going. And they weren't just like 1 or 2 sentences. He was like using every character that he could use.
I'm not reading the book. We're about to be done.
You are biased. I was like, all right. Okay.
That's funny. Yeah. That's true. So, ladies, Crystal, last words.
Yes, I am.
Enjoy some boxing this weekend. There's plenty of it on. We talk about it next week. Thank you to the chat, all of the dangers. We appreciate you all.
Yeah, we got to pay for our next videos. That's why we're making them.
So I already gave my closing, but I want to thank everybody in the chat for all this and all the super chats, all the new people that came in today. You know, I am from the East Coast. I definitely am I'm from the Bronx. But I've been doing good. I've been doing good. I've been like not spazzing on people online, but I see how hard they try to get me to spaz, and now they're doing it to Christine too. It's just this shit is never ending. These are grown ass men with families. Oh my god, I just cannot. But yeah, see you guys all next week, and yeah, I'm gonna enjoy all these fights this weekend because I honestly didn't know there was so many of them.
I know there is. We're gonna have a full weekend, that's for sure. We're fighting too this weekend too, but so we're gonna be really, really busy. But thanks to everybody. We love the chat. We have the best chat in the world. Thank you all for those that are across the pond staying up and watching, and those that are local. Thank you so much. And of course, to my beautiful girls, thank you for always showing up and showing out. And to the ladies that we've been highlighting, we're going to have, I think I have like 10 names so far. So we're going to go down the line so they can tell you about them. That's what we're going to do. We're going to celebrate women. And everybody have a good night. We love to love you.
Bye. It's going to play your daughter's. Baby.